In the run-up to the May California premium release in select BC liquor stores, we'll be interviewing several California winemakers, famous winemakers actually, and producers. We begin the series with Opus One winemaker Michael Silacci. Michael, welcome to the show.
Thank you very much, Anthony. It's good to be here.
It's fun to talk to you about this iconic wine, and I thought maybe we should begin with geography and let our viewers know exactly where Opus is and where are the vineyards that contribute to this great wine.
We're located in Oakville, which is right between the heart and soul of Napa Valley. And we have 4 estate vineyards. 2 are located right at the winery to the north and south. They surround the winery. And then one is across the highway. It's 50 acres. It's Tokelon North. And the other is the southeastern corner of Tokelon, which we call Tokelon South, another 50 acres. So altogether we have 170 acres, always about 10% out of production as we continue to redevelop our vineyards.
And, you know, historically it was a French-California joint venture with the Mondavis and the Rothschilds. But you have a vision. There is a vision by this wine. A lot of people think about California as Napa Valley as Cabernet Sauvignon country, but this is a different animal. How do you approach the winemaking in this wine? Basically,
we want to make wines that express time and place. Classic red wines made from all 5 Bordeaux varieties. The majority, of course, is Cabernet Sauvignon, but we do a lot of co-fermentation, particularly with Petit Verdot and Cabernet Sauvignon. And that seems to really do well. Malbec sometimes is co-fermented with Cabernet, but we start blending actually in the field. And what I mean by that is we have one 10-acre block that we replanted in 2013, and we randomly planted 4 clones of Cabernet Sauvignon. So we believe a lot in co-fermentation, and we have some limitations in that we only co-ferment fruit within a given vineyard because we have selected wild yeast from each vineyard to give a deeper sense of place. So we use only the yeast that comes from a particular vineyard to ferment juice coming from that vineyard. And you know, we start picking relatively early. Often we're the first in Oakville, actually usually we are, and that's to retain freshness. We want to make sure that we have adequate acidity to balance the tannins and to hold the wine together so that it will age, because we do not acidulate our juices or our wines.
Well, you're going to be releasing the 2018. If you were standing in the store with me in the next month when the wines are out and we could have that wine, how would you describe the 2018 Opus to prospective buyers?
It's it has a lot of restraint, but it's not uptight. It has a really beautiful entry, lots of fruit and some rose petals, so there's a floral note. And then it has a lot of different layers of texture, and the finish is rather quite long. It's a really beautiful, tightly knit wine.
And it's always had wonderful aging potential. Would you have a time span in mind for any of these wines?
We want the wines to actually be accessible upon release, and we achieve that by looking for balance at every point during from pruning, from planting, pruning during the growing season, and then when we're making the wine. It's aged in 100% new French oak from 10 different coopers, and those coopers really work closely with us. We feel that they're an extension of our team, they're part of the family, and they're making barrels that act as if they're pedestals upon which we put the wine. They integrate very well. So the wine is accessible upon release, but then once it loses its baby fat and the fruit develops a little bit more, it really develops some really nice characters that will allow it to age for quite a while. And you know, I like to taste the wine between 12 and 17 years. I think that's really a nice spot, but it should age up to 40 years.
Well, Michael, thanks for sharing your thoughts on the 2018 Opus with us, and we hope to see you up in Canada soon.
Thank you very much, Anthony. It's nice to spend some time with you.
May is Premium California Wine Month at BC liquor stores. Check out gizmonionwine.com for a full list of wines and select winemaker interviews. Thanks for watching.